What's up, guys? Today I'll be reacting to Locke's new cinematic, the new League of Legends champion. Normally I would be doing this on stream, but I've got a lot of stuff with university and everything right now, so I I'm just making this a video because I don't know how much I'll be streaming the next weeks. But after that I'm on a break and then I'll be streaming more again. So look out for that. And yeah, so let's just get right into the video. Okay, so this is called Back from the Brink. Interesting. It's formatted really weirdly because it cuts off here already, but alright, we'll see. I'm excited. Oh, is that Vayne? I know Locke's from Demacia. I don't know much else. Is that him?
I'll make this quick. Do this. Here we go.
This stuff's wild. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck was that?
I got you.
Locke. This doesn't mean we're even.
It's good to see you too.
Okay, some rivalry? Demon Hunter rivalry or something. Interesting. Okay, so the description says Locke has hunted demons his whole life, but a possessed Vayne will be his greatest challenge yet. Interesting. So Vayne is possessed. I don't know if there was some lore I missed. Maybe it was just a story, because I don't think that happened in any cinematic. I don't read their lore things as much. Maybe I should watch an extra video on that. But that looked really, really awesome. So that looked interesting. He definitely looks very different from what I thought he would look like. Because there was some kind of leak of him, and I feel like he looked really, really different. I think people were calling him like John Demacia or something because he looked like super basic. But I'm glad they didn't stick with it if the leaks were real or anything, and they like switched it. Because he definitely does look a bit more interesting. He also has like glasses, just like Vayne. I actually don't know what Vayne's glasses do. Maybe they have like, maybe they just look cool, or they have some special feature. Because I mean, he has them as well. Maybe it's like some kind of demon detection thing or anything. I don't know. I'm not big on Vayne lore or anything. So if you know more, then let me know. Okay, so next up we have the Locke Champion Spotlight. I'm definitely interested in what his abilities do. So let's just jump into it directly, I guess.
After years of intense occult training, Locke became an expert at tracking down monsters and purging their evil without hesitation.
I've heard you're
Fearless in
supposed to
the
be an
face of danger,
assassin.
with no tolerance for the guilty, Locke is on a mission to make the world a more honest place, one exorcism at a time. In-game, Locke is an AP assassin who turns early skirmishes into major advantages.
Wait 2 seconds. Can I put up the graphic? The quality. Yes, this is better. Okay,
Danger with no tolerance
let's
for
go.
the guilty. Locke is on a mission to make the world a more honest place, one exorcism at a time. In-game, Locke is an AP assassin who turns early skirmishes into major
He has a great health
advantages,
bar.
snowballing into a devastating weapon against squishy enemy targets.
Okay. Oh, the Yashin Exorcist.
It's
Oh,
time
that
to
mod looks cool. Is that
lock
like an
in,
old
mid
state or
laners.
something?
Welcome to the Locke Champion Spotlight.
He does not look fun to play against as a mid lane mage main.
Let's start with Locke's
Already.
passive, Silver Stake, which empowers his auto attacks with bonus damage on hit. Silver Stake's damage increases based on the enemy's missing health, enabling him to deal more damage to weakened foes.
Okay, so just basically missing health damage on auto attacks. Okay, that's very simple. Actually very simple passive. Wow, that's new.
Locke's
Okay, right.
Q is Ritual Nails. He throws a nail forward, damaging, marking, and slowing all enemies hit. He can
Okay.
recast this ability twice more before going on cooldown. With the slow improvement,
Kinda reminds me of the
enemies have
Fury
more
Q.
marks. Attacking a marked enemy consumes the Ritual Nails, dealing significant damage per stack. Ritual Nails pierce, allowing you to get stacks on multiple enemies simultaneously. Be sure to aim them
Okay.
properly to maximize your damage. Next up is Locke's W, Soul Ignition, which increases his movement speed, decaying over a few seconds. While active, Locke suffers true damage based on his current health every second. When the ability ends or is recast, Locke heals based on the champion damage taken, including self-damage, his missing health, and how long the ability was active. Soul Ignition can be recast while crowd control, so even if you're out of other options, make sure to heal back up before your opponent sends you to an early grave. Every assassin
Oh, okay. So he just does not take that much damage as he normally should. He basically takes almost no damage. I feel like that's what it says. That's kind of wild. I feel like I don't know, but I mean, yeah, you have to time it correctly and stuff. But it can be cast while you're CC'd, so
Every assassin needs a way to stick to their target. Locke's E, Ashen Pursuit, lets him blink, dealing damage around him upon arrival.
it's okay. Yeah, of
After
course, needs a
casting,
blink.
Locke's
That
next
makes
attack
sense.
will trigger a dash toward his target, damaging all enemies in his path. Ashen Pursuit also consumes Ritual Nail stacks just as basic attacks would. Ashen Pursuit's dash is a fixed distance, so keep your positioning in mind when hunting down your foes. Whenever Locke secures a takedown, Ashen Pursuit's cooldown resets, allowing you to keep
Oh
staking
my
your
god.
play
Okay,
across the
that
enemy
looks
backlog.
kind of disgusting.
Finally,
But
Locke's
okay.
ultimate is Purgatory. He throws his totem, which fires out to damage and slow enemies in that area. The totem stays open for several seconds. During that period, afflicted champions are executed if they drop below the health threshold, whereupon their souls are pulled inside the totem. If any souls were trapped, the totem seals itself and remains where it was thrown at the end of its duration. Locke can pick it up to partially refund Purgatory's cooldown and gain a permanent bonus for each afflicted champion who was killed. Purgatory's debuff is time-based, not distance-based. Run as far as you want, but if you're brought low while the totem is active, there is no escape. Fun fact, abilities like Yasuo's Wind Wall can't block the incoming totem toss, but they can interact with the missile it throws upon
Wait, why
landing.
not?
Just a little detail that'll help you nail down players who don't know any better.
Oh, okay.
Locke needs to be aggressive early and often to
Interesting.
become a major threat. Look for opportunities to secure 3 Ritual Nail stacks and massively slow the enemy lane, especially if they're overextended in the laning phase. Time your Ashen Pursuit dash to cut off their escape route. Soul Ignition allows Locke to go all in on high-stakes plays. Use W to gain the movement speed needed to tower dive. Stay in the fight as long as you can, and recast the ability just in time to heal back up and survive the encounter.
Jesus,
Early in the
okay.
game, Locke has the
Interesting.
damage and mobility he needs to take punishing
I think
strikes
it's more
against tankier
sustain than
champions. But Locke's damage doesn't
specifically
scale
damage,
off
but I don't
max
know.
health, so defensive items in the mid to late game can greatly hinder his kill potential. Use Purgatory and Ashen Pursuit resets to chain kills off their squishier teammates before taking them on. most assassins, Locke is relatively fragile and weak to crowd control. Coordinated ganks can punish his early aggression, and he'll struggle to get value from ritual nails if you approach him from different angles. However, if you leave Locke unmarked or take unnecessary risks in the laning phase, you'll have a hellish game ahead of you. If you love AP assassins or thrilling snowball champions like Echo or Zed, you'll enjoy the high-risk, high-reward gameplay Locke delivers.
Okay, so Locke is... No. Is Locke AP?
Exercise your inner and outer demons in style.
They just said
with
AP
Locke
Assassin, but
the
they also
AP
showed Zed, so I don't know. Interesting. Okay. I think he's out on PvE, so I definitely want to look at him in Practice Tool. So, yeah, let's just go do that. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into a real game with him, because as you can see, my ping is really high on PvE, because I'm in Europe and PvE is in North America. But I just want to take a look at his abilities. So, okay, yeah, he's definitely an AP Assassin. That's interesting. Okay, so they slow differently. Okay, the last arrow hit slows differently. And from, okay, yeah, the last arrow slows more and for a second longer. Okay, okay, so you consume the mark every time you hit them. So I'm guessing you'd have to do this. Or do you get the same amount of damage out of it? Oh, you get more damage out of it. Okay. It's basically more worth doing this. If possible. Interesting. Okay, so his W is just faster running, and he looks cooler, which is sadly not his old state. And if you recast it, or the time runs out, you get all the health back. I thought it was just part of the health. Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess you do. It's a specific amount. It was just more. You also gain attack speed, which means you can much easier do this. Okay, wow, that's a lot of attack speed actually. Do you get more? No, okay, the attack speed doesn't really scale. Never mind, it does. The attack speed does scale, it just doesn't show it here. Oh, because it scales with your normal level. Wow, okay, that feels like a lot actually. A lot of attack speed. Okay, so I just dash anywhere, and the next time I attack someone, I dash to them, okay. So is this like Echo E? Is this my attack range? Yeah, it's basically like Echo. So I can just go from here and attack them. Wow, okay. Interesting. Okay, so the ult is basically just a slow and an execute. And it looks like the execute threshold can just infinitely scale. Because every time, okay, yeah, every time you pick it up, it increases the threshold by 0.5%. Interesting, okay. Okay, that's the artifact. And then normal execute is by 12%? Okay, yeah, okay, the ranks also add to the threshold. Okay. It does say it here on the tooltip as well as like a buff that you have 4 stacks on your ultimate. Interesting. What an interesting champion. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of his kit yet. The abilities look cool. I love purple. But yeah. Okay, so he might be worth a try. I'll definitely check him out when he drops on live servers. On PvE is just too clunky. But he looks weird, but I think it's just something you gotta get used to, and then he'll feel pretty good. I think it really depends on his scalings, how strong he is. But it doesn't look too OP to me personally, I think. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I might be able to stream soon again. So just go check that out when I'm live. Yeah, see you then, hopefully. So until then, bye bye, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day.